Hi there. So if you joined me in my last video, we talked about ACEs or Adverse Childhood Experiences and why it's important for educators to know about those. So today I want to talk about a question that I get asked a lot. And I think the ACE video is a really great exhibit kind of to answer this question. So a question that I get from mainly principals and different schools that I'm working with is why is it important for us to train or educate all staff members on trauma informed practices? And what they mean by that is why is it that I suggest that if you are really wanting to impact the culture of your school building and really become trauma informed, why is it that I recommend that the bus drivers, the front office staff, um, the maintenance staff, the cafeteria workers, why do I suggest that all of those support staff members be involved in the trauma informed training? The reason is this: our kids interact with all of those people throughout a regular school day, right? So I'm thinking back to a typical day in my school where kids would come through the front office and they would interact with the front office staff. Every day, obviously, they would go to lunch and they would interact with the cafeteria staff. If they rode the bus, they're having interactions and communication with the bus drivers twice a day. Even kids that don't ride the bus are going to interact with bus drivers on field trips. Our maintenance staff was very much well loved by our whole teaching staff, our students, everybody in the building. And they would interact with them whether they were coming into the classroom to bring necessary supplies, or they were in the cafeteria cleaning up after lunches, or they just passed them in the hallway. So we know that they have all these interactions with these support staff members. So again, though, why do those people really need to be trauma informed? Because we need the culture of the building to be consistent, right? We need everybody in the building to be on the same page with trauma informed practices. We need the language that we are using and the way that we are communicating with students to be consistent, from the administrators in the building to the teachers in the building to support staff, front office staff, bus drivers, the nurse, everybody, so that kids are getting consistently the same message and they are consistently feeling that they are safe, secure, and loved in the school building, and that they have adults that they can build relationships with. We have a lot of kids who build strong relationships with those support staff members. It is not always going to be their teacher that they have in second grade. It's not always going to be the gym teacher that they see 3 times a week. It may be the bus driver. It may be the secretary in the front office. It may be the nurse. It could be any of these people that, for whatever reason, our kids have a connection with them and they build a strong relationship with them. And I am all for that. I am all about kids having at least one person in the building that they have a connection with. Hopefully, there are more, but one solid person that all the other staff members know is that kid's person. Okay? That's why all of our staff members need to have this training so that they also understand if Johnny gets on the bus and is ready to get in a fight with somebody, or is crying and super emotional, or looks extra tired, how do we connect with that child and make sure that we are doing everything that we can as the bus driver to support that child in the 30 minutes, 40 minutes, however long we have them on our bus? That might be a really important 30 or 40 minutes for Johnny, and that could be critical in making a connection with him. So that's why I feel very, very strongly about educating all of our staff members on trauma-informed practices. If a staff member in your building communicates with students and has an opportunity during the day to interact with them, then they should be getting the same training. They should understand the language that we're using and how we communicate with these students. What do we do when they come into the front office and they're crying, they're upset? Clearly, something has happened that morning. They need to be equipped with the same tools that the teachers are equipped with in the classroom. All right, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you'll join me next time. Thanks so much.